Did you hear? The Roottrees are dead.
And I fucking killed him. Mystery over. Everyone can go home.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, it's been great,
Thanks
everyone.
for the Root Detectives. See you next month.
Next week, next month, we'll be starting our next game, TBD. Remember, watch out for weird people.
Weird people. All right, cut the stream.
No, for real, we are here to stream The Roottrees Are Dead. Our first official post-Nancy game.
Yeah, who are we now? What are we
era.
doing? What's our purpose here?
We live on to honor Nancy Drew's memory.
We're like permanent variety streamers now.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What the fuck? You know, we used to like have such a clear and delineated purpose, and now
yeah,
it's like the classic idiom goes, what the fuck does the hammer do after all the nails are fucking gone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could maybe get a little closer to the mic. It's
okay.
Chat.
Let me... Is this any better?
Yes, thank you, Juliet. I meant to turn the music off, actually, after we came in, but I forgot, so...
We came in too hot for that.
I wanted the ambience, the ambiance for my initial bit, but then I got distracted.
I'm sorry. Did you have an initial bit that I, like, totally steamrolled?
No, that was great. It was improv. Yes, and.
Emma says, did Leo kill Nancy Drew, too?
Well, Nancy Drew is an immortal vampire, so...
We're just one of Nancy's exes now.
I think she's alive and well somewhere.
Yeah. We'll cross paths with Nancy again, like several games down the road, and it'll be tense and good for the viewer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How are you feeling about starting this new game?
I'm excited.
Great. I'm also excited and kind of nervous. What if I'm, as I was saying to Francis in the kitchen this morning, what if I'm bad at every game other than Nancy Drew?
You guys did stream you have streamed other games.
Yes, it's true.
I hate to poke a hole in the airproof logic of I might be bad at every other game than Nancy Drew.
Yeah.
You know, if this goes really sideways for us, I do think that we could pivot and just play horse games.
Yeah, probably. I did start playing Legend of Komori.
Oh my god, and you said not even a word until now?
No, because...
Uh-oh. Wesley.
My
no.
computer says... The game says that my computer does not have sufficient...
graphic power horsitude.
Well,
insufficient graphics horsepower.
I have put it on, minimal graphics setting, whatever. And it does run. It doesn't look the greatest. Which I was finding kind of distracting. And I don't know, I was struggling with it. I played maybe 15 to 20 minutes of it. I want to come
Yeah,
back to it. I just,
I would
I
encourage
don't
you
know.
to. I think, like, my first couple of hours were really frustrating. One, because it was, like, release day and the game was incredibly buggy, a lot of which has been
Mm-hmm.
smoothed over now, but it does a really shit job of tutorializing
Yeah.
itself and teaching you how to play and how to navigate
Uh-huh.
the world.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're interested
Also,
in going
yeah,
back,
then I
maybe we could
was,
have a little parallel play time and
yeah, that would be
go over
nice.
some, like, here's how to navigate. Because yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't t
Because,
do a
like,
good job of that.
right. I made it to the first, like, person you have to. So there's, like, the little village, and then you have to go find the guy, and I found the guy, and then I got his
The
pack from the
cartographer, yeah.
bear.
Yeah.
And then I set out for my next destination, and then a storm started happening that obscured my visibility so thoroughly,
Yeah.
like like could not see where I was going, had no way of camping or anything else at that point. So I just had to keep going,
Mhm.
which was like bad for the eyeballs. Um,
Yeah.
and eventually the storm stopped, but I don't know. Yeah, it was I think visually feeling a little nauseating. Um,
Mhm. Is your,
and
computer getting really framey with it, or is it very, like,
no,
kind
I
of
think
chugging along?
I have it I have the frame rate set low enough, I think, that it is consistent.
Yeah.
Um uh but yeah, I think just was not in the right place to play more at the time. But I do want to go back
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah. We should try and find a time because it really that is not a Wesley unique experience. Like,
Yeah.
it just doesn't do a good job of that, and I think part of it right now is it is early access, like, it is
Yeah.
still
Totally.
I I would say right now it is at probably, like, 60% of a game, and a lot of the stuff that the missing 40% is the stuff that makes it a complete game. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, let's if you're like, "I would love to dedicate some time and go back,"
Yeah.
I'm very happy to do that with you because I just hit 60 hours. Like, I'm
Okay.
finding the fundamental
Yeah.
gameplay loop of this game deeply satisfying.
Okay.
But you kind of have to get over the
Yeah.
hump of, like, "Wait,
Mhm.
how do I get
Yeah, do
around? What
anything.
are the buttons I use to interact with anything?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, and this is also a game
Um
that starts with, like, a million fucking things on your HUD, and the point of it is to, like, ride your horse around and look pretty, and
mhm.
my gameplay experience improved significantly when I was like, "I'll take a third of that, thank you."
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
So
we can
Berrycast has become Horse Gamecast.
Horsecast, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I can talk about the berries in the horse game and how much I wanna eat them.
Oh my god, wow.
There's
I
several, like, critical berries, but the one most of them are, like, things that you know, like juniper berries and raspberries and cherries, but they have one that I have not seen. Oh, okay, I've just Googled this.
uh-huh.
Cowberries, which are apparently lingonberries,
Oh, okay. Interesting.
which are much bigger than I thought they were.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we I don't know what I was going to ask. Um I need to write the name of the game at the top of my detective notes, and I need to find a suitable pen for doing so.
Now, buddy, here's a question for you, because this is going to be a really notes heavy game, I suspect. Do you have the one place you're going to put notes and know where they will be in the future?
Yes, in
Okay,
my planner,
nice.
yes, in one section. Um, so, and I always know where my planner is for the most part.
So as long as we finish Roottrees this calendar year, we're in the clear.
Yeah.
Oh, Emma
I
says
mean,
this
it
game does have
is
in-game note-taking.
okay. Well, that's good to know. But I still like to have a place for paper
Yeah,
stuff because sometimes I just gotta write something out in order to like.
yeah,
I think of it as
yeah,
like outsourcing working memory. If I need to like
yeah.
shift things around in relation to each other, I cannot hold all that in my brain and do it effectively.
Yeah, and the act of writing is very much a memory aid. Nat is here and says, "Hey guys, how are the root trees?" Oh, oh no.
Yeah, I have bad news for you. So sorry. Did you know them?
Interesting. Nat, um, a couple questions about where you were. And can anyone corroborate your alibi at the time? Because we were all here when we found out that the root trees were dead.
Yeah.
So what's your whole
What's your
situation?
story? Oh, I gotta go is Nat's whole situation.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Let's do the damn thing.
Let's do the damn thing.
Okay. Turn off that and that. There it is. The game. I don't know if once we're in the game, there will be any part of the game screen that it does not have important stuff on it. Like, if there is, I can make the game a little bigger while still having room for the chat, but we will see.
Should we read this article here to start?
Yes, but I'm going to turn on the game sound again. Here's the sultry jazz back.
Oh, it's
I
the fucking cereal brains power hour.
yeah.
Guy Sweet and Carly Barley
Well,
Ray Jepsen are
Guy
here.
Street, who is
Sorry,
then Guy
Guy Wheat.
Wheat, and Barley Ray Jepsen. Yes. Hello, everyone. It's Guy
Hello.
Wheat here. Okay, so my guess is that we are going to want voice speech volume a little bit above everything else. So I'm going to adjust accordingly and we will see how that is. Okay. I think let's yeah, I mean this article gets cut off, but we can read what's here. Do you want to
Butler
start?
County Times. $1.50 late edition. Sunday, December 6th, 1998. Trusted for over 100 years. Butler, Pennsylvania. The root trees are dead.
What happened?
What happened?
The
All you.
plane crashed last night near Pittsburgh. The only passengers were Carl Roottree, his wife Brenda, and their 3 daughters, known as the Roottrees sisters. Carl Roottree was the president of the Roottrees Candy Company, and it's not clear who will succeed him. So far, local police are not sure what caused the crash. They're calling it one of the most deadly plane crashes in Pennsylvania's history. All passengers and crew perished. That's some real kerning there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you can take it.
Pittsburgh is generally known for pleasant flying conditions, and the weather was not atypical for this time of year. We do not know much at this time, but our sources tell us that local authorities do not suspect terrorism. The crash did not cause any local property damage, and fortunately, nobody outside the plane was hurt. Funeral plans have not been announced, but you can be sure that the Butler County Times will cover it to the best of our abilities.
Wow. Okay, and we can see a little crash site map there. Let's get into it. Wow, the Roottrees are dead, and eventually, Roottree mania!
Emily says,
this has taken me back to 1998.
a little more sultry jazz, if possible.
More sultry jazz. Okay.
People long for the oats and groats.
The plane that crashed last night just outside of Pittsburgh is now known to have been the private jet of the Roottrees Corporation. Local aviation authorities have speculated, based on the pilot's final communication, that the winter storm and heavy winds played a significant role in the crash. On board were multiple family members, including corporate president Carl Roottrees and his daughters, the Roottrees sisters, best known for their fashion lines and modeling careers. There were no survivors. Again, for those of you just joining us, the Roottrees are dead.
Whoa.
I know it's late, but I'm guessing you've seen the news. In addition to dealing with the grief, the Roottrees company's lawyers are scrambling.
Okay. We are going to bring everything up a little. It's tough because his voice on the TV and her voice just now felt like they were vastly different.
Very
volumes.
different, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see how things go.
Everything's about to change. Anyone proven to be a blood relative is about to get much richer. I'm here to ensure everyone is accounted for. I've heard you're an expert at sorting out complicated family trees. A genealogy genie, as it were. I'm going to give you a quick test. Pass, and I can promise you the job of a lifetime.
Oh boy, pop quiz. Sleuth.
Okay. Oh, look at all of our little fucking icons.
Yeah, okay. Evidence. The person who hired you gave you this photo with a note attached. This was taken during the shoot for the Roottrees Sisters Got Milk ad. I've tracked down a test photo from before they painted the fake mustaches on, which I thought would be more appropriate considering the circumstances. The ad's copy reads, "You might recognize our faces from the magazine you're reading, or you might recognize our name from the candy bar you're eating. Being a Roottree is a full-time job, but so is growing up. That's why the calcium found in milk is so important. Plus, you can't make chocolate without it."
True besties. I
Okay.
see that one of them has a wedding ring on, and we know that one of them is married from the little genealogy chart. Oh, hello.
What did I just do?
Okay. I think we're taking their picture, for their. So we're taking evidence.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so this one on
Okay.
the right in the blue sweater has a wedding ring, so we can at least put that photo to that profile. That says blood relative.
Oh, right, because one of them, yes, it showed that one of them had a spouse. Okay. Yeah. This one. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
What? I think that's all we have right now, but we should go back to our evidence file because we got another thing down there.
Oh, yes. This list was provided to you by the mysterious person who showed up at your door. You'll need it to fill in the family tree.
Oh, okay.
Wow,
So there's a bunch of Roottrees.
all those names. Okay, so names are going to be, I mean, two of the sisters presumably are going to be here. And one of them might have a different
Be under a different last name.
Yeah,
and we know
I
that
don't see any that are hyphenated with Roottree.
What was mom's name? Dad's name is Carl. Just so we can cross off Roottrees here. Or
Yeah. I mean, he's in the men's list anyways.
yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah, but I don't remember mom's name.
Okay.
Emily says, I played this game a little over a year ago and this photo was different and it throws me off every time.
Oh. Wow.
Emily, did you play it early enough that they were still using the AI assets?
Look, there's a Miracle Root Tree, a Miracle Root Tree Jr., and a Miracle Root Tree the Third.
That's actually, third is just the middle name there. It's Miracle Third
Miracle
Root Tree.
Third Root Tree. Wow.
Why is third? That's not usually, you don't usually put a period there. Yeah.
No, I mean, it's not how it's denoted in any...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But, okay.
Okay. So we do need some outside information. Or did it say in the newspaper article at the beginning and we're already slacking on our notes?
Well, let's...
Go to the internet.
Wow, thanks for purchasing a new Cashew PC. Fast enough to access any site on the World Wide Web, even those with high-resolution images.
Ooh, damn.
Find anything interesting, be sure to print it out with your included high-end color laser printer, or burn a music CD to listen to later. If you want to revisit a search result, be sure to use Netscape Explorer's new History feature. Happy surfing, and remember, Cashew PCs are delicious. Note, Cashew PCs are inedible. Do not try to eat your computer.
Oh my goodness.
Did you have dial-up when you were a kid?
I did.
I did not. We skipped dial-up.
Yeah.
But I think...
Spider search.
Wow. I don't know. I think, like, possibly because my dad was a professor and I don't know, like, they jumped to something different. Although, yeah, no, I do not remember ever having dial-up. Okay.
Create notes by quickly typing.
Create notes quickly by highlighting text with your mouse.
Sick. Can I?
Yeah.
I was going to say, We should Google the Roottrees sisters.
Yeah. I just, was
We got to
starting.
start. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of
Uh-huh.
obituaries that focus on the Roottree sisters' modeling careers. You also come across an unofficial Roottree fan site, seemingly curated by a teenager. It's neon pink with purple text, and hard to read until you highlight the words. The young webmaster writes, Raina is the most famous because she's the oldest and got married to TMS, but Riley is the smart one. Rose is a middle child, just like me.
Those are some spellings.
Those are some spellings. So we have in order Raina, Rose, and Riley.
Yes.
You might think they are rich just because they are models, but their dad is also the president of the candy company, and their mom, Brenda, is a fashion designer. They do the modeling for her brand, Root.
Wow. Okay, I'm just
Whoa.
looking at the note options. So if we
Yeah.
highlight something, we can then add our own notes to
It might not be a bad
it.
idea to use this
but-
as our primary so that the stream can see it and then we both have the same thing.
Yeah, totally. I just, like I said, I like having paper
Oh,
because sometimes I
absolutely,
need to shuffle things
absolutely.
around. But yes. Okay, do we need to shall I
Let's
save
just-
this?
Yeah, do you want to type down the order just for shits and giggles?
Okay.
Raina, Rose, Riley.
Rose, Riley.
And Raina married to TMS.
Riley, smart one.
Raina married to TMS.
Yeah.
Okay. And mom's name is Brenda, which we didn't remember. Brenda of the brand Root.
Mom is Brenda. Fashion brand Root.
Nice.
Designer of. Okay. Great.
Should we go put their
Yes.
names in?
I'm gonna read the rest of this.
Oh,
I
yes,
eat Root
there's
Tree
more.
candy all the time. My favorite are maple crisps, and try to dress in plaid root. Root period is the brand
see.
name. In plaid root clothes like Riley does in most of the posters.
So, Miracle Root the Third is just following in-house brand guidelines by having a period after third.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Riley and
Oh,
yeah.
I see. So So it treats the highlighted thing just as the note. It also just opens our notebook and we can add individual notes.
Nice.
I see.
That's a nice, robust note system.
Yeah.
The website's author continues to talk about her own life and what she likes about the Root fashion lines, but none of it is relevant.
Okay, so Riley dresses in plaid and Rose has pierced ears. As it says.
The
that
H's are
sentence.
really something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, then we can photo and name.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whoops.
Raina.
Rose.
Oh. What?
I wonder if she changed her name.
What did that pop-up say? If a list isn't in the name you're
Doing a deeper dive on what you learn about them will often lead to additional discoveries. A good research tip is to make note of any brand names, books, product lines, or magazines that you don't recognize and search for them. Okay. Riley. Oh, no. That's not where I meant to put that. This is Riley. Okay. It did say they were all models.
Models. Yeah. And then I bet we can get hubby's name from the initials. But let's do the pictures first, actually.
Okay.
Just so it's complete.
So pierced ears is
Rose.
Rose. And Riley is the youngest, which fits their appearance, I would say, also.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, not R. T.
Do you want to do S because it looks like it's sorting by last name? Or yeah, this works too.
I'm gonna just go down to
Sheridan Thomas.
Thomas Sheridan.
TMS, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the M's a second just in case.
Yeah, that's a good call.
But no, I think that seems correct.
Okay, so we need to Google Rose so we can confirm her name.
Yes.
Maybe we should give Taylor or Tyler Sheridan a Google as well. A spider, a Netscape Explorer spider search.
Yes. Okay. We could search the brand root, like it said. We could also just search.
Rose Roottrees is not as popular as her older sister Raina, but still very well known. Most of the time, they're lumped together as the Roottree sisters. Unfortunately, the results for Rose by herself don't lead to anything different than when searching for the sisters together.
Root, the period as part of the name, is a clothing company. They make clothes for children from toddlers to teenagers. Although their website is down, likely due to increased web traffic, you find countless retail sites attempting to advertise their clothes towards the target audience. One of them has this to say: "You've spied the Roottrees sisters looking hella fly on catalogs, magazines, and posters. Now you too can be like Riley, Rose, or Raina." You also come across a website from a collector of clothing catalogs. Apparently Root has released 2 catalogs per year every year since 1984, and Raina appeared on almost all of them. Aha! There it is, Carly. There is only one that the webmaster considers a collector's item enough to mention. It seems that Brenda Roottree, the Roottree sisters' mother and Root's head designer, appeared on one cover holding her daughter Rose in 1985. The site says this was the only time her daughter was ever listed with her birth name, Carly Roottree. Why did they name her Carly?
Sometimes you have to do a little retconning to bring things in line with the style as it evolves. Like, once they realized they were having a match set, they were like, this isn't pat enough.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna save that. We can always get rid of some of these later if we want to, but
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Juliet said, I wonder about like a Chekhov's gun sort of nominative determinism about the name of the game. If you introduce the Roottrees as dead in the first 10 minutes, does one of them have to have been secretly alive and then die in the third act?
I don't know.
So Carly's name is the last piece of information that we need.
Yeah.
Well done. Okay, so it's Obra Dinn style. 3 entries are correct and have been locked. Booyah.
Yeah.
Ruby's here.
Hello, Ruby.
Sorry to test you, but I had to be sure you could use the internet. Some folks refuse to get with the times. Safe to say, you're hired. The reward for untangling the family tree is substantial. Life-changing, even. But here's the catch. The Roottrees go way, way back. The family tree's a bit daunting. Most people freak out the first time they see the whole thing. But I'm sure you'll be fine. The man who started it was particular about whom he considered family. For your purposes, you only need his direct blood relatives. Anyone related only by marriage is optional, but filling them in can... Lastly, you now have access to some unique websites, plus a list of notable Roottrees. Notable people are easy to find via your search engine, and marked with stars on the family tree. I'm off for now. Carl Roottree had a lot in his office. I'll look for anything useful. I'll return once you identify 6 more blood relatives. Sorry, one last thing. This might sound odd, but if anyone else claiming to represent the Rootrees reaches out, I'd appreciate you not mentioning I was here. Thank you, and good luck.
Okay.
Do you think we were actually hired by the Roottrees?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Okay, where are your credentials?
Sleuth.
Okay.
Okay.
The Roottree Candy Company was founded in 1908 by Gwyneth and Elias. Okay. Every time you get 3 additional blood relatives in the family tree completely correct, they will be locked in. All non-blood relatives and small portraits are optional, but placing them in the tree helps remove extra names and photos.
Sick.
Okay, so what we don't know right now is that
which?
And Gwyneth Anderson or Gwyneth Madsen.
Yeah.
And I'm betting it is this one.
Presumably OG. And then the name is like reused within the family. I'm fine putting that there for now, and we can adjust if we need to.
Okay. Okay, let's see what we have here. We've got list of notable Roottrees. The Roottree sisters, Carl Roottree, Elias and Gwyneth Roottree, Gwyn Roottree, Red in quotations Roottree, Jim Roottree, Lauren Roottree, and Miracle Jr. Easy to find online.
And that's presumably we have 35 hints available. Frankie says nothing is optional for a detective.
The numbers in the magnifying glass refer to how many clues are connected to a specific piece of evidence. The higher the number, the more there is to find. At the start of your search, the notables list sets off alarm bells. A list of famous people that you can find via search engine. It's pretty rare to get something that useful. Best take advantage of it. As you progress, these numbers will change. Whenever you find more evidence or lock in family members, new discoveries will be added to the list, and old evidence will become less useful. Trust your intuition. If a piece of evidence seems too good to be true, take a closer look at the people or phrases it mentions. Often the most satisfying revelations come from retracing a path you thought was fully explored, armed with a new perspective. Sometimes, the reason certain evidence has such high value is because it can lead to finding more evidence. You may be missing a huge piece of the puzzle.
Okay. Thrilling. Oh, the party next door just got a lot louder, so let me know if that is bleeding over.
Okay. This is an advertisement for 5 pieces aimed at kids from the magazine Teen Blast. It mentions that the 5 pieces were named as such because the original creator had 5 children. The ad also mentions that the current 5 flavors are not the same as back then.
Here's the 5 flavors, like delicious, honorable boy, prodigal son, and the bastard of whom I don't speak. Like, this is Daddy Choco Bucks. When he was good, he was good, and when he was bad, he was bad.
Radical new flavors because it's no longer the 1920s. What even is an elderberry anyway?
Great. Do you want to highlight Teen Blast for later?
Yes. Okay.
Wait. No. Juliet says Blue Raspberry not introduced until 2011? Is that accurate? I
No.
feel like Blue Raspberry existed before then.
Yes.
Cite your sources, Juliet. Oh, Jolly Ranchers. Jolly Ranchers specifically.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we look at
I think also
the 5 pieces closer?
this. Aha. There we go.
Power Plum. Cool chocolate. So strawberry. Power Plum. Bad Blue Raspberry. And awesome apple.
Why are they the shapes they are?
Yeah, that's a great. So we got
Why
maple
are all
leaves
of them
and hearts.
sort of, or apples? They look kind of like half an apple because there's like a weird little stem thing at the center top. I don't know.
I think the others are all leaf shaped.
Yeah. Okay, the 1920s is also technically a clue. Can we? Yeah, there we go.
Damn, look at that. Can we look at the top
okay.
secret thing immediately?
Because no. You can open this envelope after the whole family tree has been filled in. It has 2 names that must be typed in manually. The clues are obscure, have been intentionally hidden in the past, and may even require some leaps in logic. Try to keep an eye out for any inconsistencies. Okay. So, founded in 1908, which means that we are looking for someone in the 20s who had 5 children.
Sorry, one more time.
I think is Elias. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. It's because it's named after the founder's 5 children.
Yeah, it just right, but the founder of the Roottrees Candy Company is not necessarily the creator of that specific candy. So
I thought it said specifically named after the founder's children, not of the candy, but of the company.
because the original creator had 5 children.
Okay, which could be the candy. I took that to mean of the company, but that makes sense.
Yeah. But it does seem to be Elias. I don't know if that's helpful, but it's something. Okay.
There's that guy.
Yeah.
The story so far. The Roottrees sisters and their parents died in a plane crash on December 6th, 1998. The next evening, a shadowy figure appeared at your door and said the lawyers were looking to sort out the family tree. After a quick test, the figure gave you access to some resources. This included a list of notable Roottrees, who they said would be the easiest family members to place. They said they would return in the time it took to fill out 6 more blood relatives. Gave you access to some resources, and the list of notables is like note paper with a yellow star drawn on it is very funny to me.
Mm-hmm. They also gave us some websites, though. We can access the public library and periodicals. Yeah. What would you like to look for? Like, I want to look up something about Elias and Gwyneth, but...
Yeah, I think that's step number 1, is let's see if we can figure out which Gwyneth.
Do you want me to use spider search? Do you want... Like, because we could look at...
Let's start on spider search, and then we can branch out from there.
Okay. And what am I
Elias
searching?
And Gwyneth Roottree. Oh, okay.
Okay, you find some information on a website for the first Anderson maple farm. There are a few pictures, including a famous picture of Elias and Gwyneth. That photo was added to your evidence. Before marrying Elias, Gwyneth Roottree was Gwyneth Anderson. She had no brothers, so as the oldest sister, she was to inherit the Anderson maple farm, so long as she married. Before Elias took over, the farm produced only syrup. It was supposedly Elias's idea to create candy instead. Their success was not immediate until they decided to combine the maple with other flavors. That's why the maple leaf
the candy shape, yeah.
This led to 5 pieces, which are still found in stores to this day. Though the Roottree Candy Company expanded well beyond their original farm, it has been preserved as a tourist attraction. According to their website, there are still daily demonstrations and educational tours that show off many of the turn-of-the-century appliances that Gwyneth would have used as a housewife in the early 1900s. Okay. So...
Can we put her picture in there?
I mean, yeah, we have to look at that first, but I can say she is Gwyneth Anderson and
housewife, yeah.
Housewife.
And Candyman, Willy Wonka.
There is CEO on here.
Let's just scroll down the list and see.
Okay, I think it's gonna be CEO, but that's a good idea. Director. Wow, president. Oh,
the first president per snaps.
Possibly. Yeah, I think let's wait, but probably. Let's look at this photo.
Wow.
Look at them. That's person. That's person. Any other clues?
There's some
There are
trees.
some maple trees around. Okay. I'm not.
No, I don't
noticing
see anything else.
Taken in 1909 after founding the company, but before it was a success. Seems quite difficult to find any site about Elias or Gwyneth that isn't accompanied by this picture.
Creepy says, need their hair care routine / conditioner brand. Stat.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Married. Okay.
Do you think we can search Gwyneth Roottrees children and that will turn anything up? I'm not sure. Like, I feel like we'll get a better sense for the search terms within Spider Search yet.
I think let's search for
Start-
Elias
yeah.
Roottrees on his own. You find what is essentially founder and first president, so that tells us that. You find what is essentially a propaganda site about him created by the Roottrees Candy Company. At the top, there's a picture of him and his wife Gwyneth. Credited for inventing 5 Pieces, a popular maple candy. Before that, the farm he inherited by marrying his wife only produced syrup. Spent his time and energy, after the candy became wildly successful, spent his time and energy on cementing his reputation as a family man. He is quoted on the site as saying, "Blood is thicker than syrup, and that any child linked by blood to me shall be linked by blood to my legacy."
Normal thing to say.
The site enthusiastically claims that he made good on that promise, but offers no additional detail. There are a few more quotes about Elias from a book called Family Man, The Roottrees Legacy by Bess Williams.
Should definitely look that up.
To say they are biased is a massive understatement. Below that, there's a long list of accomplishments and awards, and one stands out. Like his great-grandson Carl, Elias was voted Watchman of the Year. Okay. So...
This is presumably Carl, who just died.
Probably. Yes, because let's see. Son, grandson,
Grandson.
great-grandson.
Yeah, so that's Carl, so we can
Yes.
put his name in at least. And he was the... Oh.
What?
Well, if we just go in like order of generations, he would be the 4th president, but that list went down to 5th, interestingly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's possible that 2 siblings in a generation were both president, or who knows what. We'll see. Okay, that X means split up.
Oh, do we have Brenda in next to Carl
this
as
says,
well?
always use a person's most recent occupation.
Dead. He's dead. Put in dead.
Brenda White. Okay.
I bet that Carl Roottrees would be an extremely easy 3rd for us to get, and then lock in these 3.
Yeah. So, shall we see if we can
Google.
find his occupation?
Yes, into picture.
He was the president of the Roottrees Candy Company as well as the clothing company Root, which he co-founded with his wife. Short press release released today to news organizations. It is with a heavy heart that we mourn the loss of Carl, Brenda, the Roottrees sisters, and the other employees that perished in the terrible tragedy. The entire Roottrees family is in shock and requesting privacy at this time. As the head of our company, Carl is an incredible man and an unmatched leader. Filling his absence will be difficult and may take considerable time. In the interim, we hope that you join us in looking back fondly on Carl and his family's triumphs and accomplishments. They go on to list some of those accomplishments. One of them seems relevant to your search. Like his great-grandfather before him, Carl earned the highly prestigious Watchman of the Year title.
Okay, so we'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
It does not say president with a number attached, which is interesting.
Yes. That's to come back to. We are going to look. Published in 1920. An old book about Elias Roottrees. There's no downloadable version available because the book is impossible to find these days.
Interesting.
Okay.
Maybe we can look up the book online and see if there's anything to be found there.
Yeah. Can we?
Wow, the music is good.
I'm just curious. I guess it was a catalog and not a magazine. Just was curious about that one that was referenced. Okay. Okay, let's look up Watchman of the Year. Business Watch magazine will often write about major changes in management at famous companies. Okay. Yes, periodical search. Business Watch magazine. That's what we want. Watchman. Voted Watchman of the Year in 1987 for his
Cover,
work with
so we'll have a
Root.
picture.
Added
Nice.
to evidence.
There he is. Wow, look
Grabs
at that green
life
and purple.
by the roots.
Roots.
Oh, and
Oh, and
he's
the
got
maple
a maple
tie.
leaf print tie.
Carl Roottrees was voted Watchman of the Year in 1987, and a photo of him appears on the cover. According to the cover, Business Watch is the magazine for and about corporate leaders and has ongoing coverage of who's who in the corporate world. Carl was chosen not for his work at Roottrees Candy, but rather a clothing company, Root. There's a brief history. Before they married, Carl's wife Brenda was a fashion consultant. When Raina was born, Brenda retired to become a stay-at-home mother. Looking for a creative outlet, she spent any free time she had at the sewing machine. Raina's new clothes were a hit with her other parents, including Carl's cousin, Jim Roottrees, a notable singer who had a young daughter around the same age as Raina. Word spread. Definitely grab. Yeah.
That.
Perfect. In 1982, Brenda's patterns were being copied by other brands. Seeing the demand, Carl and his second cousin Ernie Jr., who had just become president of Roottrees at the time,
I'm including that first bit because it has the year.
totally,
Yeah.
spearheaded Root. Other blood relatives who have a say in the company's finances refused to fund anything other than candy, so Carl personally spent his entire inheritance to bankroll the clothing company. When the profits began to appear, however, the rest of the family changed their tune. They repaid his investment, and now Root exists under the umbrella of the candy company, and they all benefit. Per tradition, or perhaps superstition, new clothes always debuted the way the first ones did. Raina became their catalog's cover model. As she grew, the product line expanded to older kids as well. Her younger sisters were then recruited to show off the baby clothes. Carl was voted Watchman of the Year primarily for his personal gamble and the ensuing payoff.
Okay. Okay. Just
There's so many
trying to
directions we could go
figure out,
next.
yeah, how much of this we can use right now. Yeah. Okay, I want to just look at this a minute. So,
How many cousins do we
let's-
have?
second. These are both second cousins, and this. Wait, no.
No, those are just regular cousins.
Sorry, yes, those are first cousins. These are second cousins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the second cousin? Ernie
So
or
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh, many.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 second cousins. Ernie Jr. was the second cousin who became
was
president.
the president?
Jim Roottrees was a first cousin and had a young daughter around the same age as Raina. And was a notable singer. Yeah, so
Juliet says, please let me know if this is unwelcome backseating, but if we have a book out of print or unarchived, can we look for other books or articles by the same author, which I think is a great call out. See if we can find something else by Bess Williams.
Yeah. So it has to be Jim Roottrees is either this person or this
his daughter
person.
or this person.
Yes.
This is our breakups, right?
Yes. So had a spouse, another spouse,
and then
second
a third.
spouse had one kid who was married, third spouse had 2 kids. So it's most likely, because it's someone Raina's age, it's more likely to be, you know, either this kid or one of these kids than it is the 2 kids from from that last marriage, but that doesn't determine whether Jim is this person or this person.
Yeah.
Currently.
What is the question mark next to Raina? Oh, and we can put Carl in. Put Carl's photo in, rather.
Yes. Oh, right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, what is that? Wait, what is that question mark? I don't know.
Huh. Okay. Let's see if we can get, because we feel pretty confident about Gwyneth and Elias. Let's put in
Oh,
Carl's
okay.
photo and then
This
see if we can
says
lock in
once you verify this person, you'll be able to add bonus photos. So I imagine that is what.
for additional photos.
Yeah. Although some of these people, because some of these are just like initial picture of the spouse, because they're non-blood relatives. For the blood relatives, they are the little camera symbol until they're verified. Because it's additional, not primary, I guess. Okay. Carl Rootree.
And let's put in his, because now we should be able to get his occupation figured out too.
Well, we still don't know.
President and also founder. Yeah, I guess actually because we know at the time of his death, he is a president. And that happened after founding Rootree, after founding Root, because when he founded Root, his cousin Ernie Jr. was still the president.
Yes.
So we could do a little brute forcing here with guessing like 5 through 3. Okay. So he's the last president. That makes sense.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Give me just a second, because I realized I don't even have the chat up. Okay. Okay. Let's do... Oh, it did say... Okay, so we can only search for a book if we know the author and title, but we could look up Bess Williams.
Bess Williams and see if there's another title.
And see... Ooh, died tragically young in a major hurricane that struck the area in 1926. Information about her or her book, Family Man, seems to have faded over time due to lack of interest. If we just... a very poorly received book about Elias Rootree. Okay.
Let's look up Ernie Jr.
Wait, what was it? Was it Ernie Rootree Jr.? Let me look.
Oh. We can look at our note too, because we...
Okay, here.
There he is. Ernest Jr.
Madsen.
Oh, so he married in? And wasn't a blood relative?
Yes.
Oh, juicy.
Unless... Wait, no. No, not necessarily, because his...
Mother
could have been a blood Rootree
You're right,
married someone with a different last name. Yeah.
He would have had to be, because it's specifically blood relatives.
Yeah, I mean, people on this list, because like Thomas Sheridan is on here. He's not a blood relative, but
no. But I mean, for him to be the president.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. So. Yeah. Ernest Madsen. Wait, okay. He's the second cousin.
Junior.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, let's spider search him.
Oops.
Try Ernest Jr.
Ernie Jr., former president. He seemed to directly precede
president
Carl
number
Rootree,
4.
and one website even says that he was Carl's mentor. He was apparently very successful as a president, but not so much as a public figure. He was rarely seen in public and stepped down due to illness in 1996. He has since passed away. Okay.
So occupation debt.
Yeah. Oh, and the the gold star tells us
Is notable.
right. Is he on this list?
No, he's not notable.
No. But Jim Rootree is and he was the first cousin. So that means
so that must be Jim Rootree.
This is Jim and not that
Yes.
other one.
Okay, good call. Jim is the one who has a singer daughter around the same age as Raina.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, Jim is the singer and has a daughter around the same age as Raina. But Jim's the singer, not her.
Okay. Let's give part of being notable means that they'll be
musician. Yes.
That there'll be information about them easily available. So let's see what we can find.
James Rootree is a singer who sings in the duo Jim and Diamond with his wife Diamond LaRue.
That's a Nancy Drew last name.
Yeah. Spelled differently, but
yeah,
you know, close enough. The duo, according to many sources you find, is considered a one-hit wonder due to the disco song Rollin' On Down to the City. It's now in your evidence folder. Although Jim writes the majority of songs, plays the guitar, and often sings, Diamond is considered by fans to be the band's lead singer. The band never had another hit, but has its fans who refer to themselves as Diamond's Dazzlers. The rest of their music is more folksy and acoustic than the one song they were known for. Continued to release music through the 80s and early 90s. Other albums you find mentioned are Cherry Tree and Sound of Laughter. Jim has become a bit of a recluse.
Man, 1996, a bad year for the Roottrees. Right, that's the same year
because that was
Ernie
yes,
Jr.
that
died.
was the same year that Ernie Jr. didn't die.
Stepped down.
Resigned due to illness, in quotes. Okay. 1996. Jim Rootree hasn't made a public appearance since then. Ernie Jr.
Lily says it's such a Nancy Drew name. I love it.
As president.
Diamond's Dazzlers. Let's look at that album title and see if we can snag his picture.
Okay. Also, yeah, hopefully it has, yes, both of them.
Wow.
Jim
Oh my
and
gosh.
Diamond. Look at him go. As seen in, which is a magazine?
Oh yeah, we should, and there's an
Only the
author.
great-grandson of Elias Rootree could make disco this sweet. Yeah, Peter Janowicz.
Review? Janowicz. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Let's highlight that
see.
periodical name for later. And the author maybe.
I'm just gonna type it. Okay. Wow. Jim and Diamond.
Rolling on down to the city. My God. Hold on, I gotta turn it up. because I turned it down.
Oh, yeah.
Why does he sound like Woody Harrelson? Doesn't he?
Maybe it's hard for me to compare singing to speaking voice.
Inflation is rising, and so is our pride.
Modern Music Monthly.
Ah, nice, nice.
Okay.
Damn.
A review and interview from 1979 titled A Reluctant Hitmaker. Jim goes into his first band. Until a few years ago, Diamond and I were in C and J plus J and D with my cousin and his ex.
Oh, okay.
So C and J are the initials of that other cousin.
Couple, yeah.
Yeah, with the 3 different spouses
Sets of,
listed.
Yeah.
Oh, Clark. Clark never knew his father, so our grandpop insisted he spend time with my dad and me. As a result, Clark and I grew up like brothers. Diamond and Jane, on the other hand, are actually sisters.
Oh.
So Jane LaRue. So the 4 of us had sort of a cutesy family band thing going on. Not our finest hour. Regardless, when Diamond walked in on Clark in bed with her youngest sister, everything exploded. No more family
Oh my God.
band.
Wow.
The only thing Clark and I had in common was music, but even then we never agreed on what it should be. He was always more interested in catchy tunes, something you hum a week later. I've been told Roland is like that, but that wasn't my goal. When he called me up and said he liked it, I took it as a sign I was going in the wrong direction musically. That made him laugh, but I'm trying to make art. I don't mind saying any of this because he'd agree. For most of the decade, he was a mess, but he's a lot happier now. He started Raffer Tunes, and he's a much better jingle writer than songwriter. One of the benefits of our famous family is a massive company willing to be a client. That's also how my father was connected to Roottrees. All of his old ad campaigns were hung on the walls over the record player, but I was never interested. I just went straight for the music. I guess Clark was paying more attention. Okay, so
Let's highlight a couple of things before we click
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
I'm
we could
going
almost do
to
that. Yeah.
Say that.
Perfect. Maybe the Diamond walked in on Clark in bed with her younger sister. Everything
Yeah.
exploded.
Okay. And then this.
Oh, I love that it says where it's from.
Oh, yeah, that is great. Okay.
Lily says, I assume with a tone of delight, messy.
Okay, so this is Clark, and I was wondering about Rafferty because Raffertoons.
Also musician.
Well, but in advertising,
yeah, writing jingles. I think that could go either way.
yeah. I'm gonna try advertising, and then it also said it's also how my father was connected to Roottrees, all of his old ad campaigns. So
yeah, that's advertiser for sure.
Yeah, but I think that might
be pushing it towards advertiser.
No, I'm that tells us something about James's dad.
Right.
Which is what I'm trying to look at now. He says that's also how my father was connected to Roottrees, which kind of makes it sound like
his dad is the
one who married in, but his last name is Roottrees, which makes it more likely for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, like, Clark never knew his father, so our grandpop insisted he spend time with my dad and me. Which also feels, I don't know, more like James's dad is a blood relative.
Yeah, well, and it's not a given that all the Roottrees work for the Roottrees company.
Right. So, yes. So connected to Roottrees could mean
yeah. So I think we should put in advertiser for now, and we can adjust that later, but I don't want to lose that piece of information.
Okay. I'm also noticing one of Clark's parents is a notable figure. And because
presumably his mom.
Right. That's what I'm thinking is his
Yeah.
Dad would have been. Okay, so let's put advertising there. And right. Clark.
Now let's
that name.
Yeah, and chip away at Clark's whole situations.
We kind of don't know which spouse. It can't be this one because it was an ex, so it's one of those.
It doesn't mention a kid, which kind of makes me think that the first one is Jane LaRue, and then the next one is the to us unnamed youngest LaRue sister.
I mean, it doesn't say that they got married, though, just that they were in bed together, and these do say spouse.
Sure.
Is there
another LaRue in the system?
There is.
Oh yeah, Kim.
And Rafferty, LaRue, Jessica, and Katrina. Oh.
Which must be the...
Okay, well, yeah.
That does not support our current, does it?
No. It does
Because
not.
those must be the kids, which means that last spouse is Kim.
Yes.
Kim
Unless
LaRue.
unless it's this kid who had a hyphenated last name and is a lesbian, and her wife took her hyphenated last name. That's
Possible.
less
Possible.
likely. But technically possible. Yeah, because Jessica and or Katrina could be Jane's kids, or could be Kim's kids.
Well,
or Jane's
I think,
kid plus wife, or Kim's kids.
yeah.
Plural?
Let's do some digging into the LaRues right now, and hopefully we can clear this up. Do you want to? Perfect.
Jane.
Oh, Del Vecchio. The Lucky
Okay,
LaRue.
so that's Del Vecchio is a more recent name than LaRue. Any and all inquiries about her past or her sister would be ignored.
Great.
Will be ignored. Okay. No.
Let's look at Kim LaRue. Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Was it Rafferty LaRue?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Ooh. What's the other name? Jessica? Ah.
On a website about Raffertunes, Clark Rafferty LaRue's advertising firm. Find a picture labeled the inspiration for the famous Super Bowl ad campaign. Below that is more detail. Clark was in a department store getting a...
Wait, Wesley, the game capture stopped working for some reason, and so the game isn't appearing on the stream.
Oh, no. Okay, hold on.
The stream is still active, so chatting is going. Are you guys hearing the game, or is it just the sound and video both gone? Yes, hear game and hear you. So interesting. Francis says the Roottrees are dead is dead.
Yeah, Okay, I was testing something. That does not appear to be doing anything. Oh. I wonder...
It's back.
Yeah, I know. I fixed it, but I think that... Oh, you know what? I typed a hyphen in those hyphenated last names, which is my hotkey for for the title background being made visible again.
Might need to rekey that one.
Yeah.
That's real funny.
Okay. Okay. Below that is more detail. Clark was in a department store getting a family portrait with his wife and children, and when his wife was trying to get his youngest, Katrina, to calm down for the picture, he had the idea for the Roottrees Super Bowl ad. The photo is now in your evidence. So
Great.
that
There they are.
Katrina.
That's Katrina.
Is this one, and presumably this is Kim. And that's not necessarily Jane. Probably this is Jane, but we don't actually know for sure that there was not someone in between.
And then we should put in the other Rafferty LaRue, the older child.
Yes. Thank you. Jessica.
Okay, and let's go look at the picture.
Then we can look at this.
You found this photo on the Rafferty's website.
Slimy.
He does.
Katrina does not look happy.
She does not. Do you think for the children we'll be able to put occupation child?
Well,
we'll
they're
find out.
Probably not children
anymore.
At least not that young. I guess we don't know for sure. Also, there have been a couple of references to this Roottrees Super Bowl ad, and I'm wondering,
we'll have to look that up.
Yeah, if that's a thing we can find.
Let's see. Let's fill in the photos, and then we can look for the Super Bowl ad, and we can put in Clark's as well, and then we might be able to. Is there a child's option under? No.
There is a baby option.
Baby, but they're not babies.
Not babies.
Is there a teen option?
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't turn up searches, so that's interesting. We'll have to kind of.
Yeah. Hey Francis, Arthur is getting antsy.
I mean, because we're close to uncovering what he did to the Roottrees.
Roottrees Super Bowl ad. The Roottrees Maples Super Bowl commercial from 1994 has a family bickering in a department store, and the father bites into a Roottrees Maple Crisp. Time stops and a jingle plays while he dances down the aisle. As he does, different things in the department store become Roottrees candy. For example, a bed that the father collapses onto becomes a giant chocolate bar. The jingle, Need the Rest, went on to be featured in other commercials with other scenarios. So that was 4 years ago.
Yeah. So the Roottrees Maples are like actually a team.
Yeah, I guess so.
A lot of results for Roottrees' extremely popular candy products. Their official website. Yeah, we knew that.
Sorry.
Okay, so that's just the Roottrees.
Oh, that's interesting. For reasons that aren't explained on the page, it has no CEO and no stockholders. Instead, it's run by a president with input and votes from extended family. The site does mention that every president has been a direct descendant of Elias and Gwyneth, including Carl Roottree, who, despite his death, is listed as the current president. The product that put them on the map were 5 pieces, maple candies with 5 different flavors that are dipped in a crispy, crackly candy coating. So Roottrees maples, or I guess maple crisps, but is
The candy.
It was, yes. Okay. Crispy, crackly candy coating. Since then, they have branched out to countless other products, all of which incorporate maple in some way. Sister company, simply titled Root, specializes in children's clothing. Okay. So the this seems.
Yeah, that might clarify something later.
Yeah.
Can we go? I would like to see if we can find anything about if Need Rest turns up anything. The jingle.
Yes, Need the Rest. When you're surrounded by madness and mayhem, reach for the best. There's enough there to share, but let's face it, you need the rest.
Okay. So I think that for now, at least, we've hit a dead end with the Rafferty LaRue's, right?
I think so.
Except that we know that Clark's mother is the Roottrie and the father unknown. So we can at least do unknown female.
Look. Yeah, so that means Gwyn or Lauren.
Or Red.
Possibly Red.
Oh, does it have a star? Is it a notable...
Yes.
A notable entry? Okay.
Yes, it does. So we could look.
Let's put, just as a placeholder, because it's almost the end of the night, let's put in unknown female for now, because we know it's the mom, and then we can research, and that way, if our immediate research doesn't clarify for us, we have a placeholder.
We at least think it's the mom.
Yeah, because he didn't know his dad.
Yeah. Or his dad wasn't around, whatever it said. Gwyn Roottrie. A somewhat well-known actress who was active in the 1950s. So she is
the generation
too old. Yes.
Wait, is that true? Because
oh no, maybe not.
It's the 90s, and he's
right,
a middle-aged man, so that's
because because he's Carl's contemporary. So she would, and yes, Gwyn was the granddaughter because Carl is great granddaughter. So Clark would be, or great grandson. So Clark would also be a great grandson. Of Elias Roottree, the founder of Roottree Candy. She shouldn't have been named Roottree, but her father took her mother's famous name, which was quite rare in those days. So that tells us that, well, I should look up Lauren Roottree, but
if that's Gwyn Roottree, then
that means that this is
her
mom.
Her mother.
Yes. Yeah. But I'm gonna look up.
Actually, we know that. No, sorry, we don't know that. The family tree is bigger than. I keep thinking this is like the one branch because I was like, these are all siblings, but that's not true. There's more.
Yeah.
There's more people floating around with the name.
Okay, and there's a widely circulated picture of Gwyn from behind the scenes on one of her movies, which you've added to evidence. Also, it names a couple of those movies. Oh, highly publicized divorce. That's um that's an important piece because it means that she's more likely to be
that with the split up.
Yeah.
I think she has to. Is that the only split up on that level of the that's too far down?
Oh no, yeah, that is a generation down. Yeah, I think it has to be.
Yeah. Oh, we don't have a picture yet.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we do in evidence, but we haven't.
Right, we haven't captured it yet or whatever.
Yes. Actor.
And we can grab her picture really fast.
Yes. This. Wow.
Does the one, yes, it has a star. Yeah, perfect.
Yes, that's what I was just double checking. Wow, look at that.
Oh my God.
Oh shit, that's 6, which means the spooky lady is coming back.
Oh my God. And did we lock in all of our little tertiary?
You're on a roll.
Not
I'll try to
quite,
keep that momentum going. Carl's office was a mess, thanks to some burst pipes.
Because they broke in and
That
ransacked
seems
it.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
I unearthed a photo from a 1970s Roottrees reunion. I also found some important-looking papers. You've traced 9 blood relatives so far. I'll have more to share after you find 9 more.
Okay. Highly publicized divorce makes me think we might be able to find something in like a periodical on it eventually, but I don't know that we have enough information right now.
No, but what we can do is put the generation above her as her mother with the Roottrees name, and then unknown male, so unknown female,
right.
Unknown male.
Yes.
But it's her mother is a Roottrees.
Yes. Yeah, and
nice.
then that means that it's probably Lauren Roottrees. Author Lauren Roottrees, a distant relative of the Roottrees sisters, is known for her book A Life Between Wars.
I think distant puts her farther away than that.
Well, hold on. According to a website about famous authors, in the early 1960s, Lauren released a few romance novels under her married name, Lauren Rafferty.
Oh, okay, yeah.
To little fanfare. When her publisher learned she had been keeping diaries about her famous family, they insisted she release them under her original name, Lauren Roottrees, to take advantage of her family's notoriety. Selection of diary entries released in 1965 as A Life Between Wars spans from the untimely death of her husband in World War II to coping with the post-war world as a young widow and mother, as well as her perspectives on changing times and socialites all the way through the entry into Vietnam. While the content is not considered particularly relevant to modern audiences, it has found new life as an exercise in high school English classes to show an evolution in writing style and for a look into life in previous generations. After the success of her diaries, her publisher re-released her romance novels under the name Lauren Roottrees. This included Romance in Court, which gained popularity. Come back to that. She followed the re-release up by writing 2 new sequels, creating what fans referred to as the Court Jester series. You find no recent details about Lauren, though she is listed as retired.
Okay. So her husband
Was
died
a
in World War
Rafferty.
II and is the Rafferty. So she is. That's closer than I would expect for listing them as a distant relative of the Roottrees sisters.
Yeah, I mean, she's a great aunt.
That's true.
So, yeah. No, not that.
And we should look up all those. This is next time because we're pretty much at the end, but we should look up all those books at the library and maybe we'll get an author photo.
Okay. So there's a Chris Rafferty and a Jacob Rafferty. Presumably one of them is Clark's father and one of them
could be this
his
kid.
son. Yeah. Yeah.
And we can fill in her.
And she... Yeah, I'm curious. Whoops. Not the right keys. Okay, retired is not an option, thankfully, so we can just say author. Oh wait, not name. I forgot.
Right.
I can't put occupation for
Right.
those non-blood relatives.
So, do you want to type into the search bar but not enter yet? I think we should look up Lauren's books. Oh my god, actually we have so much stuff
but
to do
there's,
here.
Yeah, there's all of this new stuff.
Yeah.
But
Francis says blood relatives, or blorals for short.
I have the Gwyn Roottrees movies and Lauren Roottrees novels in our notebook, so we can
because we're not going to get to play next weekend. Let's type a manual note, which is the things we want to start looking into next time. I think that'll be helpful for us. Of Lauren
wait,
Roottrees.
why can't we play next weekend?
Because next weekend is Passover, and Em and I will be gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Lauren
review
Roottrees novels and new documents.
New evidence. Look up Lauren Roottrees.
Not knee, but because that first book was published under
and
Rafferty.
Diary.
Yeah, we could probably figure that out from there, I guess. What I was saying about the last name changing.
I'm gonna say that. Look up Gwyn's films.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for clues to Gwyn's highly publicized
No, with the, you're right. No,
was...
with a C. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Divorce.
Yeah.
Perfect. Wow.
Okay.
Well, what a great fucking start. I'm having so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy. Paris. Campaign mailer. Schwa candle. The free spirits. Your client returns.
Okay. How do we save in this game?
Oh, right. And look at this. Remember the magnifying glass?
Yeah.
So it's showing how many more sort of
connections,
clues are connected potentially. Yeah. Yes. How to save. That's hints.
Is that music? Yeah. Oh, fun.
Settings, save and quit.
We should remember to look up the Butler County Times to chat. I task you with this because our save file is already gone. Remind us to look up the Butler County Times next time we play.
Oh, yeah, because that's with Gwen's divorce. What I was thinking was, I don't know the name of a newspaper to look up, but the Butler County Times might cover it. We'll see.
Well, the Butler County Times will cover it to the best of their abilities, you know?
Yeah.
Should we do an outro? Like introducing ourselves, which we maybe should have done at the top since it's a new game for a new
Yeah, we
for a
should
new
have
era.
done that. Oh well. It did cross my mind, but I was waiting for us to be done talking about horses, and then I forgot.
Distracted
Problem
by
is,
horses.
We're never done
Atypical.
talking about horses. Anyways, we're the Rude Detectives. I'm Wesley. Pronouns are he, him, sometimes they. And you can find me on Instagram at Rose and Fiddle Fiber Arts. You can find us right here on Twitch, some Sundays at 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And all our archives on YouTube. Just look up the Rude Detectives. Joining me, my fellow Rude Detective, carrying on the torch in our post-Nancy era, is
Leo. You can find me all of the places at Chilo and Behold. Thanks for joining us. I'm really excited to keep playing this in the future.
Yeah. Evan says we should change our name to the Root Detectives.
Shit. That's Evan, that's pretty good.
Nat says we can just scrawl root over the art.
Nat,
Great.
please.
Oh, and he says thanks everyone. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what are we outroing. I feel like we've set a
Francis
dangerous
says-
precedent for ourselves. We did not used to have a consistent outro.
Francis says Wafbrip, and I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, watch out for blood-related people. It was earlier in
yeah. Of course. I think we can do or what was Frankie's catchy little blorals. Watch out for blorals.
Watch out for blorals.
For blorals. They'll get ya.